Hi, it's Jane Dagme with Designers Today, and I have the pleasure of sitting with Beth Webb from Beth Webb Interiors. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Jane, for having me.
I always like to tell the viewers that you and I basically just met. And
Basically, yes.
We had such a good conversation 15 minutes ago, and so I feel like you've let me in to who you are, which is just extremely nice. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. So I read that you studied at Sotheby's in London, and that's where you started, and then got into interior design after studying fine art, I suppose, or?
I did. I studied fine art. Actually, my area of expertise was 19th century American painting, but weirdly, there are so many designers that actually came into this world of interiors with degrees in art history. And I talk about this some in my book, An Eye for Beauty, because it is about the eye, and it's about educating your eye. And I feel so fortunate to have had those years in the art world, because you learn by looking. I had one of our professors at Sotheby's, Derek Shrub, used to say, you look, and you look again, and that's how you cultivate your eye for beauty. And there's an innate sense of scale and proportion that comes by looking that I find you can't teach in school. You can teach the mechanics, you can teach CAD, and you can teach all the technical aspects of what we do, but you have to be born with an inherent eye for beauty.
How did you go from art to design and open your business?
Well, it was actually a happy mistake. I mean, it was one of those moments that I actually tell the story in the book, because I had a good friend that I'd gone to grade school and high school with, and ultimately to college. He was at dinner at our house one night, and he ran a foundation for Coca-Cola bottling. They bought an 1892 house. They were renovating the entire house as their offices, but they wanted it to look like a house and feel like a house. And he said, we're looking for a designer. And I said, oh, who are you going to use? And he said, well, I'm thinking you. And I said, but I'm not a designer. And he said, but you could be. And my now ex-husband looked at me and he was like, oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God, oh my God. So it was a huge project. It was carte blanche. There was no budget. And that was my first foray. And I was just very lucky to have people who supported me, who sort of, you know, they helped me not make very expensive mistakes.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
And as far as the rest of the time spent at High Point, will you be going into different showrooms? And
I do. I mean, I have the wonderful thing about High Point is I have so many friends here. And it's not only about looking at new product and seeing it and feeling it and touching it, and I'm a big, huge advocate of the see it, feel it, touch it. That's why I come.
So you said butt test it.
Butt test it. I want to make sure it's comfortable. I have to be able to validate those pieces to my clients and actually just really know it's out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there, and it's so helpful to come to market. Not only do you get to the camaraderie of your peer group, and you have the whole editorial world here, as you know. And so it's great fun to be here, and it's quite frankly inspirational.
Yeah.
That's why we do what we do.